testimonies. Same thing. But when we're in rehearsal with young people, we always, before we end and leave and close in prayer, we always share good news. And we go around and everyone who would like to shares good news. Whatever good news you have, God woke you up this morning. Good news. Good news. Amen. You had a job to go to this morning. Amen. Good news. So you're in fairly good health. Good news. Good news. Amen. So if you'd like to just stand and share whatever good news you'd like to share. Don't everybody pop up at once. Don't be shy. You know somebody got good news.
I'll start my good news. Good evening, everybody. My good news isn't really my good news, but it affects me. For a while now, my husband and I, we've been, trying to transition, and we've been praying for new jobs, and we're not in the space where we want to be. And yesterday, I got a phone call, and he's like, "Guess what? Guess what?" I'm like, "What?" I got the job. So that's my good news. That affects me, but that's my good news.
Amen.
Hi, my name is Tom Hardy. I received a letter from the IRS today.
Whoa. Good news.
But it was good news. Because I was just granted a nonprofit 501c3.
Amen.
My foundation is a public foundation, and I call it the Eugene Green Institute. And what I do is I take kids on international trips.
All right.
Amen.
Good news?
Hi, everyone. Well, I'll give a little backstory. This morning, I was supposed to have my first driving lesson, and I got my permit and everything, and I was all ready to go. And 10 minutes before I was supposed to go, I realized I had lost my wallet, which had all my stuff in it. And I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I don't know what I'm supposed to do." She's at work trying to do work-related things. I'm calling her about my lost wallet. And it flustered my day a little, I can't lie. But I went to work, and I came back, and I received a letter in the mail that I received a scholarship. So God is good.
Good news. Good news.
Amen.
Amen. Mary, I'm popping up over there.
Praise God.
My good news is a couple of weeks ago I had surgery on my eye, and I'm driving a little now. I can see better. I had to leave at the doctor to check your eye. I said, "When can I drive?" He said, "I'm talking about your eye." He said, "After the examination, he said, well, you can drive." So that's my good news.
All right. On the road again. On the road again.
Good news? I have a little good news. All right. So I commute 60 miles per day for work. So every day when I make it to work and make it back home, good news to me.
More news than we think. Amen. That's better news than we think. Any more good news?
Reverend Gibson, you have good news?
Evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My good news is that I'm out of work. I am unemployed.
That's good news.
But in this day and time when it's really hard for people to find jobs and that sort of thing, I've just taken on partnership with a company called J. Hilburn Custom Suits. So I'm now employed.
Good news. Brother Eric.
Yes, I have good news. Last night I had the opportunity to have a dinner
with about 75 young men who are Black and Latino and Asian from around the state of Connecticut. And these young men are in a group called Developing Tomorrow's Professionals. And it's great to see these men of color be focused about their high school education and their potential college careers.
That's good news. That's good news.
Good morning, brothers in Christ. My good news is I'm so happy to hear of all the good news that's been going on tonight. However, I do have something.
All right.
I do volunteer work for Masonic Care, and on Sunday after service I went to visit 3 of my clients. And while I visited them, Spirit told me to go over there and see someone who's a member of our church, but she's very private. And I knocked at the door, and I only cross over the threshold if she gives me permission. But she was glad to see me, and she told me to come in and have a seat. We sat and spoke for about 20 minutes, and she walked me to the door and told me that I can come back and see her anytime.
Oh, all right.
So that's good news.
That's good news.
She's a very private person, so I thank God for that good news.
More good news?
Good evening, everybody. As you all know, that over the last 2 years I have been pursuing my master's in divinity degree. And on my last trip out to Penn, Wilberforce, Ohio, I officially received my senior audit that stated that I am on pace and on track for graduation coming May 22nd of 2015.
All right.
Good news tonight. We're gonna have to change this to great news.
I have good news.
All right.
It's a little old, but I'm a grandmother for the second time. My oldest daughter had her first child, and I have a beautiful granddaughter, and today's my grandson's birthday, and he's 13, and to God be the glory, all my children are still on this side of the grass, so
All right.
it's really good news for me. Yeah.
My good news is, well, it's not really good news, but my brother easily, let's start now I get to have the house next door.
Good news. That's good news.
Anybody?
Because those times come few and far between, like when you have siblings. You know that. I know that. Anyone else would like to share good news with us this evening? Well, my good news is I saw the anointed walk in the door. And if they are prepared, we would love for them to come up and bless us with the selection.